Right, hello everybody, welcome back to the action here live at Silverstone, and it's time, isn't it, for the BCV8 Championship to roar back into life once again. It's time for race one. It's going to be pretty exciting, isn't it? Now let's just preview the quick qualifying order before we make our move around. If you just pop up the qualifying graphic onto the screen, we'll have a quick look, and it was the man behind us, Ollie Neves, once again on pole position, Neil Fowler in second, James Wheeler in third, Ian Pryor in fourth, and Simon Cripps in fifth, and then Andrew Young sticking it on pole position in Class C. Peter Samuels going very, very fast in the Invitational class as well in seventh. A little bit further down, we move to Mark Scott on pole position in Class B, and then Babak Farzian on pole position in Class AB. Pretty impressive stuff indeed. Let's just go for a little walk show. I want to grab a quick word with Neil Fowler because I want to know what he has to do to catch Ollie Neves. Let's grab a quick word with Neil. Neil, what do you have to do to get past that man over there?
Blimey, that's a good question, isn't it?
I'm assuming you don't quite have the answer just yet.
No, I don't have the answer just yet. No, that's not going to happen. That's all I know.
So it's about keeping these boys behind you.
It's about trying to come second.
Yeah,
that's what it's about.
Okay, look, you never know what might happen in a race. That's what we love about motorsport. Best of luck. Let's grab a quick word with Ian Pryor as well whilst we're here. Ian, good to see you again.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
I'm very well. What's the battle plan? I've just spoken to Neil. He's pretty much said it's a race for second, really. I think Ollie's going to run away with it. Can you get the better of Neil?
I doubt if I can get the better of Neil. A bit underpowered and stuff at the moment, but I'll try and get a race with James and Simon, and we'll see what happens.
Top man. So you must be roasting, by the way.
Ollie will fall off.
I love it. I love motorsport. I really do. Best of luck, and there we go. Hopes everybody else falls off. Let's go grab a quick word of Peter over here, H71 in the Invitational class. It went incredibly quick. There's a lot of pace. How are we doing? There's a lot of pace in this, isn't there?
It's not bad. It's the first time I've been out in BCV8 now for 10 years. So
wow.
Car's normally driven by my son Guy, but yeah, it's not bad.
I was very impressed actually watching qualifying. You're going around and you feel comfortable with it?
It's very nice. I mean, I'm sure the guys will tell you because I've got the wide tyres, that's giving me an advantage, but maybe a little bit, but not too much. But no, it's going nicely, it runs well.
Brilliant.
Just, you know, take it out on the track.
Take it home. That's what I like. Top man. Thank you very much. Peter Samuels on pole position in the Invitational class there. Let's just move ourselves back a little bit further, shall we, and grab a couple of drivers, see who else we can speak to. Number 57, Mr. Toby over here. Afternoon, are you...
Yeah.
Quick question for you. We're now in the assembly area, about to go out for the race. You don't get nervous, do you?
Yeah.
Do you? I know it's easy for me to say, I'm not about to do it. So.
Yeah, this is the bit. I always hate this bit. I hate the waiting, the sitting around, the standing around. So this is always the worst bit. You're sort of strapped in the car, you're all ready to go, and you're just waiting.
Yeah.
So you just think, oh, did I tighten those wheel nuts? Did I do the bonnet clip? This is the worst bit for me. Once we're out there, you forget about it, you just drive.
I love, I don't know if you could just bring the camera here. I love what you've got on the inside of the door. What is it, skid risk? Max speed 10. I think we're going to be going a little bit quicker than that.
I hope so. I hope so.
You certainly were qualifying. Anyway, look, I'll let you crack on, get yourself ready. Thanks for talking to us. It is almost time for the race, so we're actually going to move into position. In fact, the grandstand's quite full, but we can actually get a lot closer to the track this time as well, which will be quite nice. We can get a good view of the cars coming down the Wellington Straight, then around into the corner. So the battle really in Class D. Ollie Neves, can anybody stop him? Neil Fowler second, he doesn't think so. We think Ollie Neves is going to run away. There is a battle though that's going to happen. It's between Simon Cripps and James Wheeler as well. Friendly banter, but James is desperate to keep Simon Cripps behind him, so we're going to keep a sharp eye on that battle as it progresses. Now, Ollie Neves, the man on pole position. We're going to let these guys just crack on. The race ahead has just finished, so it's almost time for these BCV8s to go out on track. However, before they do, I did have a quick catch-up with Ollie Neves before qualifying, just to see how he was feeling. And then I also caught up with James Wheeler, and he told us a little bit more about who he wants to really, really beat today. Elaine, well, VT. The Dominator going for the championship once again, right up there again. Silverstone, do you like it?
It's not got much character, is it? I think for our little
It's not great
cars,
to film from, to be honest.
yeah, it's a bit sort of flat and wide, and I find it a bit uninteresting, to be honest, compared to some of the other tracks. But no, I'm still well up for it. Looking forward to it.
We're going to be based down at this corner actually for qualifying. Do you mind putting in a power slide or two for us?
I'll see what I can do.
Would you do that
mate.
for us? Top man, cheers, Ollie. Yeah, I see you've got yourself out early to the assembly area. Is this because you're? Is this a psychological thing? I'm at the front.
Psychological.
So
Also, decent grid, 28 cars.
Brilliant.
Well chuffed with that. So yeah, get myself out the front. Try and put myself on
Clean
the front.
air.
Of it. It's going to be. You see, we've seen how quick Ollie is. Trying to beat him's my aim, obviously, but I just want to try and get on that front row. If
Yeah.
I can be second of D class, I'll be well chuffed.
Yeah.
So that's beating Mr. Simon over there.
I love the inter battles as well. They're all
I
good,
was telling him
fun and friendly, but
all last night. I was telling him I'm going to beat him today, so now I've got to make that happen. And
But there you go. You heard it here first. James Wheeler, Simon Cripps. It's on. Cheers, James. Best of luck. So welcome back. That was what Ollie Nees and James Wheeler had to say just before heading out on the track for qualifying. I'm just going to stick down here because we want to watch the cars go out again. They make an incredible roar, an incredible thunderous sound. Now, if you're watching this and you like the look of what you're seeing, please do visit the BCV8 Championship website. There is a link in the body of this text. Wherever you're watching it, it will take you through to the BCV8 Championship homepage, and you can find out even more information. But if you do have a question as well, do comment below. We can see all of the comments as well. So. And do tell us, where are you watching this broadcast from? Are you at home? Just going to have a van just go through the shop there. Are you watching at home? Are you at work? Are you out with the family? Are you here at Silverstone today? Please do comment. We can see the comments and we do want to hear from you as well. So please, please, please do drop us a message. We'd love to hear from you here at Silverstone. It's a glorious day. The sun is beating down. The drivers are strapped in, probably absolutely roasting hot right now. Whilst we're here, actually, of course, we were at Alton Park less than a month ago, actually, for the BCV8 Championship, and it was once again Ollie Neves who came good. I just wonder if we've still got that graphic to show you the race 2 results from Alton Park for the BCV8 Championship. We just popped that up on screen if we have it. Just waiting for confirmation if we have it.
What's called the soft V8. Now, it's not that soft, really, but it is a standard V8 engine.
Fantastic. So yeah, Ollie Neves, 2020 BCV8 champion, and he's going great guns again, isn't he? In fact, he is the championship leader once again this season. We have a number of classes in total for the BCV8, so we actually have 5, but there is the invitational class which does count as one. So we've got Class A, B, Class B, Class C and Class D. Class D cars are the fastest that you can see right in front of you. Ollie Neves is your championship leader with 59 points, Neil Fowler in second with 32. Class C, Andy Young and Oliver Wardle going toe-to-toe in the championship. Andy Young with 51 points, Oliver Wardle with 33. Class B, Steve Mackay is your Class B championship leader with 51 points. Howard Grundon in second with 23. In Class AB, we have Russell McAngus in first with 49 points and Babak Farzian in second with 31. Of course, Babak Farzian on pole position here today as well. So 28 cars take to the track in qualifying. Hopefully, we'll have 28 start the race as well. So, as always, tell us, who are you supporting today? We do want to hear from you. Are you supporting anybody? Are you just enjoying the motorsport action? It's a real pleasure to be here at Silverstone. We're on the GP circuit as well. Do like, comment and share. Where are you watching from? Whereabouts? Are you in the UK? Are you abroad? Or are you actually here? Are you at Silverstone today? If you are, we're down in the assembly area. If you can see all the cars lining up, give us a wave. Now we're going to get a slightly different angle this time. We're going to get even closer to the track for you. The grandstand behind us are actually quite full. I don't think people were allowed in these grandstands, but it seems like they are. So we're actually going to get a better look. I think we're going to get slightly closer to the action and watch the cars come around. We're at the back end of the track around Stowe Corner, so we'll see them powering up and round over the start-finish line. I'm going to get a nice view of the action. We can go trackside. I've really bigged this up now, haven't I? It is a cracking place to be. So let me just run you through the entire qualifying order from 1st to 28th. For Class D, Ollie Neves, Class D, Neil Fowler, Class D, James Wheeler, Class D, Ian Pryor, Class D, Simon Cripps, Class D, Andrew Young, Class C, Peter Samuels, the Invitational Class, and Steve Wells, Class C, Jim Bryan, Class C, Mark Scott, Class B, Ben Tovey, Class C, Johnny Wheeler, Class C, Stephen Mackay, Class B. And then we have Oliver Waldle, Class C, Sean Holmes, the Invitational Class, and Barrick Farthing, A, Class AB, Paul Linfield, Class AB, Russell McAngus, Class AB, James Walpole, Class AB, Paul Raymond, Class AB, Steve Lockhart, Class B, Mark Lillington, Class C. Then we've got Simon Tinkler, Max Cawthorne, Ronald Watt, Bob Luff and David Strike, all Class AB, and Chris Greenwood, unable to put a time in, Class C. I'll find out whether he's actually able to get out on track. Just a little bit of weight in the action. It seems like we were running slightly ahead, but I think they're just making sure the track is safe and clear, ready for this race to start. Do not go anywhere, stick with us, because it's almost time for the BCV8 Championship. Race 1 live here from Silverstone.
So all the classes, all the race winners will be setting new lap records. So as well as race class wins up for grabs, there's also new lap records for those that can set the classes times. So I think drivers, surprisingly, drivers are very aware of that record, once you know, Josh, and they do like to hold the lap records. So that will be something they're going for as well today.
We're also broadcasting to YouTube as well. If you want to watch in high definition, head over to 2 places actually. You can watch it either at My Supercar, or you can head over to Live Sport now and watch all of our live sport and motorsport in 2021, including the remaining rounds of the BCV8 Championship. We've got a big event coming up at Donington Park very soon. In fact, there's going to be quite a socially distant social gathering at Donington as well. We might even bring you a little bit of coverage off that too. That'll be fun. Now, if you're looking at these cars and wondering why some of them, certainly in the Class D, have a raised bonnet, it's so they can get even more airflow into those whopping great engines.
That gives you an idea of what BCV8 was like a few years ago, because Big Sander's car is one of the original cars with flared wheel arches and so on, which is how...
So we are, just bear with us. Thanks for sticking with us actually, we are just waiting. In fact, whilst we are waiting, we'll stick with this because I think we might be going very shortly. I'm just watching the Marshall. There's a safety car, of course, an MG, as you would expect it to be. He's part of the MG Car Club. And hello, by the way, to all of the MG Car Clubs that we're broadcasting to up and down the country and overseas as well. We are broadcasting to the MG Car Club Anglia Centre, the Yorkshire Centre, and our good friends actually in Australia as well. So hello and welcome everybody.
I don't want to tease them, because if I go for it, they'll start the engine.
I know, yeah.
I thought I'd just come down to see.
What are we waiting for? Do we know?
They're dressed in the circle where some of the oil was.
So, right, okay, great.
That's what that van was that went to.
Yeah, okay. All right,
I've only
lovely.
got to touch that.
I know.
One will start, it'll just come.
They'll fall. I know.
It's terrible.
Doesn't it make you feel quite powerful knowing that you've got this control?
I'm looking that way, because I think, is she giving me the nod or what? That's why I says, don't put your lights on, just roll forward a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, we all get excited, don't we? Mind you, there's the cars on the trailer just to the right, Leon. I don't know if you can see, there's a couple of cars being towed back. That was from the GTS race, so that's a bit of damage to car 161 on the side there. That's clearly what we were waiting for.
It's quite funny because I'll get the giggles when they're looking that you're thinking I don't know anything.
You have the power. Oh no, some of them have seen you just touch the board now. That's it. We're getting the jitters. Of course, there's a few nervous faces in there, and it will be getting very hot in those cars as well. They're fully kitted out, of course, in fireproof suits, and the sun really is beating down. And the car's in the pits, so as soon as we see the safety car lights on, it looks like we've... I don't think we're far away from getting underway, so thank you for sticking with us. A little bit of a delay that we weren't expecting at the minute. This race was actually officially scheduled to get underway at 2:05, and we even managed to get a little bit of time back. So at one point we were slightly ahead of schedule, and as you can see, just falling back a little bit, but nothing to get particularly concerned about. It is motorsport, so bumps and scrapes do happen. So whilst you're sticking around with us, if you do want to find out more about the BCV8 Championship, there is a link in the body of this text to the BCV8 Championship website. It's well worth having a little look around and finding out even more information. And of course, we are broadcasting to the MG Car Club Facebook page as well. So if you do want to find out more about the MG Car Club, do visit, do drop it a like. And if you have a question about anything to do with the MG Car Club, please do comment below. We can see the comments. And I'm delighted to say the 1 minute board has gone up and the engines start to fire up. It's almost time for the BCV8 Championship Race 1, live here from Silverstone on the Grand Prix circuit. The first time we'll be here for the racing action today for the BCV8. It's qualifying a little bit early. Ollie Neves, the man who once again almost strolled to pole position. And out they go. Ollie Neves leads them out. There's Neil Fowler. There's James Wheeler, as well as you can see Ian Pryor coming through. Simon Cripps as well. They're giving us a good way. There goes Andy Young. There's Stephen Wells. Jim Bryan over there on the right. And out they come. Taken to the track in action. Race 1 is underway very, very shortly. Say there is David Strike in there, number 9, had a few issues. It doesn't look like, unfortunately though, did I say it was car 28? Doesn't look like he will be out on the track. Now, whilst we get ourselves into position, we're also going to do a formation lap and get the race underway. We've got a couple of minutes to spare, still got about 3 or 4 minutes before it's lights out. We're going to get ourselves into position. Whilst we do that though, we've got a little video about the BCV8 Championship to play you. This is what you're about to see. Elaine, if we could roll the BCV8 Championship promo video VT. Right, everybody, welcome back to the action. Here we are, and we've got ourselves into a wonderful position looking down the Wellington Straight. What action are we going to get here? Actually, it might be worth, Leon, if you just pan to the left, you can see the crowd in the stands just behind us as well. Let's see if anybody notices that we're showing the camera on them, and see if any of them gives a wave. That's it there, some people are giving us a wave. That's what we like to see. People looking happy in the grandstand, and that's what we want. How nice is it to have spectators back here for motorsport? So appreciate there's quite a lot going on, isn't there? There's the BTCC as well, a bit of Brit car happening up at Alton Park too. So plenty of live motorsport happening this weekend. Of course, there's a bit of IndyCar going on tomorrow, I believe, as well, or later today too. Few waves from the crowd in there, that's what we like to see. The cars are just coming down the Wellington Straight. They're about to appear in shot now, just behind the safety car, of course. 20-minute race about to get underway for the BCV8 Championship. What a wonderful, wonderful sight this really is. And around the cars come. What a spectacle they make. And of course, will they all get round in one piece? We certainly hope so. It's what we want to see. So the BCV8 Championship, running in Class AB, David Strike, Paul Linfield, Ronald Watt, James Walpole, Rossa McCanga, Simon Tinkler, Bob Luff, Paul Raymond, Max Cawthorne, Babak Frazia, and Class B got Stephen Lockhart, Stephen Mackay, Mark Scott. Class C, Ben Tovey, Johnny Wheeler, Andrew Young, Steve Wells, Chris Greenwood. Unfortunately, I don't think Chris Greenwood has managed to take the start of this race. Jim Bryan, Oliver Wardle and Michael Linton. Class D, Ollie Neves, Neil Fowler, Simon Cripps, Ian Pryor, James Wheeler. In Class I, the Invitational class, Sean Holmes and Peter Samuels. Peter Samuels on pole in the Invitational, going very well. In fact, certainly one to watch. Perhaps a little bit of a dark horse for this race as well. Now, of course, I'll run commentary for the race for you to keep you up to date, so you'll know exactly what is going on here live at Silverstone. And you're going to get a wonderful view of the cars powering down the Wellington Straight right towards the camera, and then they'll cut away to the left, swing round to the right, and then over the start-finish line. 20 minutes of pure heavyweight BCV8 action coming to you live from Silverstone. Now, after the race is finished as well, we're just going to go back and reset up, and then we're going to get some live driving reaction from the paddock for you as well with the BCV8. Chat to a few more of the drivers, see how their day has gone so far. And of course, we've got another race to bring you a little bit later this afternoon. It's the final race of the day, getting underway about 5:30, and we'll be back for that one too. You won't miss any of the action if you stick with us here at My Supercar. Head over to our Facebook page as well, My Supercar. Give us a like. We bring you so much live motorsport. We're at Alton Park next week. So the cars are just about to get underway, and of course I will listen out to the on-course commentary to keep you updated as well. Lynn, if you actually just pan around to the right with me, if you just come closer to me, I don't know if you can see those tyre marks. Someone's been doing a few donuts there on the track as well, as you can see. A few more people in the crowd, in the stands over there at the far side of Stowe for Silverstone as well. Now, certainly in one of the earlier races we had with the Minis, there was a lot of oil on the track. Could that be coming into play? And I just spoke to the marshal, one of the marshals beforehand, and a big thank you to the marshals, by the way, because we wouldn't be able to go racing if it wasn't for the Orange Army. But they were saying the reason why there was a bit of delay is because there was more oil dumped on the track as well. Is that going to throw a curveball or two into this BCV8 Championship Race 1? So I hear the engines rev. The lights haven't gone out yet, so what are we now? We're getting to the point we're sort of 12, 13 minutes behind the schedule. We're just dropping back a little bit now, aren't we? So they'll certainly want to get things underway pretty quick. Get the race going again. Well, get it started. Going again.
The next class, I think it's young, but I can't be sure of that. And then the rest stream through, so got to be able to pick that up at class leaders.
So whilst we're just waiting, if we just pop the qualifying order back up onto the screen, just for you to have a look at as things are about to get underway here. Again, do drop us a comment if you have a question about anything. We do want to hear from you as well. We'd love to hear from you. It's almost time for lights out. Don't go anywhere, stick with us. It's going to be intense, it's going to be exciting. Can Ollie Neves run away with it once again? He's heading towards a second straight BCV8 Championship, isn't he? He won it in 2020. Ollie Neves on pole. Neil Fowler alongside him. He doesn't think he's going to get the better of Ollie Neves, but you never know in motorsport. Anything can happen. That's what we love about this sport, isn't it? James Wheeler lines up in third, Ian Pryor in fourth, Simon Cripps in fifth. And here they are, there they go, straight out. So it is Ollie Neves. We have had lights out. Ollie Neves coming around. And it's actually sort of in order, isn't it, as they're coming down into the very first corner here. Almost caught me off guard, actually. The commentators weren't getting particularly excited about anything, so that kind of caught me off, didn't it? But as they're coming down, look, a bit of a move going on. 14 on 193, there we go, great stuff. On track action. Finally, we get to see the BCV8 thumping around Silverstone in anger, and this is what we like to see, isn't it? Round they go, 20 minutes in total. I'll keep you updated with exactly where everything is. Everybody looks like they've got round, and that's exactly what we want to see. They're on track, we are racing, we are green flag conditions, we are go, 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 go. It is Ollie Neves, your race leader, Fowler in second, but Pryor has made up a place, and we do have... Oh, that's Ronald Watt going very slowly indeed. So car number 15, Ronald Watt, looking like he might be pulling straight into the pits. And what a shame that is. That is the end of Ronald Watt's race early doors. So Ollie Neves, the man out in the lead, coming over that start line. He had a 1.1 second lead over Neil Fowler, Ian Pryor and Simon Cripps have made a move, and Cripps has got past James Wheeler. That's one of the battles we're going to keep a sharp eye out for. Wheeler is down to fifth, Wells is up to sixth, Samuels in seventh, Bryan and Tovey up a place respectively 8th and 9th. Scott in 10th, Wardle, Mackay, Farsi and Lillington, Linfield have all made up a place. It's Holmes who's dropped down to 16th, McAngus in 17th, Raymond in 18th, Walpole in 19th, Tinkler in 20th, Lockhart in 21st, Cawthorne 22nd, Luff in 23rd, Strike in 24th, Watt out of the race. And it looks like we haven't seen Johnny Wheeler either. Oh no, what's happened to Johnny Wheeler? Haven't seen his car. Let's just see, is that just a timing error? And no, we still haven't seen Johnny Wheeler. So is Johnny Wheeler out of this race already? And here comes your race leader and championship leader. And look at the lead Ollie Neves has got already. He's absolutely flying, and it's not a lot that Neil Fowler can do. Already, the top three have really opened up a bit of a gap. What's happened to James Wheeler? What has happened to James Wheeler? Where's Cripps? There's James Wheeler, and James Wheeler's got back past Simon Cripps. Simon Cripps, something's happened. Simon Cripps is going slow indeed. He's getting overtaken by, there goes Young, in a different class as well. Simon Cripps has got a problem. His hand is out. Simon Cripps' hand is out of the window, and I think he's out of this race. He's going to be pulling into the pits, surely. Simon Cripps, oh, what a shame that is. Simon Cripps has got a problem with the car. He'll be coming into the pits, and I think his race is run. That does promote James Wheeler back up to 4th place, though, as the cars are coming round. And look at that wonderful action here. 29 and 18. That's Tinkler and Lockhart going toe-to-toe as they come round. And look, David Strike is making his move on his opponents, and he's managed to make up a couple of places there, hasn't he? Luff and Cawthorne. Well, we've seen big drama already. It's only early days in this race for the BCV8 Championship, but we've lost Johnny Wheeler, we've lost Ronald Watt, and it looks like Cripps has got a big problem. He's in the pits, is Simon Cripps. Can he get himself back out, or is he going to maybe get the car straight back to his garage, try and get it fixed ahead of race 2 a little bit later this afternoon? What a shame. We never ever want to see anybody retire. Mechanical issues for Ronald Watt and Simon Cripps, it looks like. And the same for Johnny Wheeler. I don't think he even made the start for poor Johnny Wheeler. So it's Ollie Neves once again, isn't he? He's really got to grips with this championship, and he is the man to beat once again. What can anybody do? Neves, the championship leader in Class D. They are absolutely rapid, these BCV8s, aren't they? Some of the Class D cars, absolutely thunder and power around. Here comes Ollie Neves now into your screen, and look at him, he's absolutely flying, isn't he? There goes Neil Fowler in 2nd, and Ian Pryor in 3rd as well. Just unable to do anything, although I'll tell you, Neil Fowler's not letting Neves run away with this like we thought he might. I think he was like nearly 3 seconds faster than everybody else in qualifying, and he's not been allowed to get away. And oh no, I think we might have a problem with James Wheeler. I can't see James Wheeler anywhere at all, and have we lost both Wheeler cars? Oh no, there's Jim Bryan having a good go with car 72 there. And here is Wheeler. So James Wheeler is still in the mix. Oh no, it's not. I apologise, it's not. Sorry, so that's Mark Scott, Class B, going very well. And I think, unfortunately, yes, looks like we have lost James Wheeler and Johnny Wheeler from this race. We will get into the paddock in a little bit and find out exactly what has happened. But it looks like we've lost both the Wheeler cars. What a tragedy that is in this race. And we've lost Cripps as well. The big battle that we were hoping for between Wheeler and Cripps. We've lost it, unfortunately. What a terrible shame that is. The cars come streaming along. It has promoted Samuels, though. Peter Samuels in the invitational class. He's up to 4th place. Wells is in 5th. Brian is in 6th. Toby's in 7th. Scott is in 8th. Wardle's in 9th. Plenty of... Oh, there is James Wheeler. There is James Wheeler, and a big problem in the yellow car number 99. James Wheeler, as you can hear, going very slow. I'm just trying to see, it's not a puncture, is it? I think we'll find out. We will go chat to James in the paddock and find out what's happened. But unfortunately, we have another retirement from this race, and James Wheeler pulls into the pits and is out of the BCV8 Championship Race 1. We've got 11 minutes of this race left to go. It goes very quick indeed, doesn't it? Neves, Fowler, Pryor, Young, Samuels, Wells, Bryan, Toby, Scott, Wardle, Mackay, Farsi and Holmes, Linfield, McAngus, Raymond, Walpole, Tinkler, Lockhart, Strike, Cawthorne, Lillington, Luff. They are your 23 runners. Unfortunately, we've lost Wheeler, Cripps, Watt and Wheeler. And that's James and both Johnny Wheeler out of the race. Not what we want to see, but it is motorsport, and James Wheeler was incredibly unlucky last year as well, wasn't he? There is your race leader, Ollie Neves. Keep it on track. He's in control, isn't he? Neil Fowler's just unable to do too much. Neil Fowler out on his own in second place. Here comes Ian Pryor, comfortably running in third place as well. All Class D cars, of course. Andrew Young going very well as well in running in fourth place now actually after that last lap, and he is Class C as well. There he is, car number 67. There's the Invitational Class car, Peter Samuels, going very, very well indeed. 72 and 74. Well, that's what we like to see. Steve Wells and Jim Bryan having a wonderful battle. That is important. That is in Class C as well. That's for second and third respectively in Class C. So that really, really does matter. 49 and 57 just coming on. That's Mark Scott is your Class B leader. And there's Stephen Mackay also in Class B, championship leader overall, but unable to put too much pressure on his rival Mark Scott at the minute as they're coming around the tight end section of the Silverstone Grand Prix circuit for the national pits. Of course, we're not in the wing, we're on the national pit straight here today, so we're actually at the end of the lap, not halfway around it. David Strike's going well, isn't he, in a car that we thought might have had a few issues. It's great to see Strike really striking out in this race. And Lillington coming through as well. Has Luff made up a place there as well? So Luff, no, we haven't had Luff come through yet, have we? I haven't seen Luff come back through. So it's what's changed on that last lap? Well, I can tell you Scott has moved up a place to 8th at the expense of Tovey. Holmes has moved up to 12th at the expense of Farzian. Lockhart and Strike have moved up at the expense of Tinkler, and Luff has moved up at the expense of Lillington. We did see Luff there, and here is Ollie Neves already, your race leader, coming through straight away. With 8 minutes to go, he's absolutely flying, isn't he? What is the gap? This time it was 6.982 seconds. Here's Neil Fowler in second place, car number 86, also in Class D, and here's Ian Pryor just coming through as well. That's your top three in Class D. Kind of, dare I say it, fairly comfortable. Dare I say that? And a few more battles as well. Young and Samuels. That's going to be a great tussle, isn't it, as well? They might not be in the same class, but they won't give any quarter, will they, in this race? There goes Jim Bryan. And Jim Bryan, oh, have we lost somebody else as well? There goes Jim Bryan, car 74. And he was having a big old battle with 72 here as Steve Wells. And either Jim Bryan's absolutely flown or Steve Wells has maybe made a bit of a mistake somewhere. Oh, and he has. He's just kicked up the dirt once again as Steve Wells. He's going hard at it, and it might be costing him a little bit of time. There goes Ollie Wardle coming through, 79 onto your screen. Sean Holmes, the second invitational class car. Stephen Mackay, car number 35. And Babak Farzian just behind him as well. Babak Farzian, of course, in a Class A-B, having a very, very good race indeed. In fact, I think it is Babak Farzian in the lead, isn't it, in Class A-B? We'll obviously confirm the entire race results for you during our paddock walk around with the BCV8 Championship. There is Russ McAngers, so yes, he is. Babak Farzian is your Class A-B leader as it stands at the minute. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Here's David Strike going very, very well indeed, making up place after place after place. Max Cawthorne just behind him as well, and there is Simon Tinkler in car number 18. Lots of action as it happens here live at Silverstone, and have we got a bit of overtaking action coming up to us right now if we look to the left? And that is Luff and Lillington. They've been having a good ding-dong throughout the race. There might be sort of almost last on track, but there they go. And I'm pleased to say James Wheeler's back out on track as well. There is Ollie Neves, there is James Wheeler. I mean, James is well down the order. He's about 3 laps behind everybody, but he's decided to get the car back out, maybe use it as a bit of a test session for the rest of this race. Why not? You've still got 5 minutes, still get a few laps in, just to give it a bit of a test. Ollie Neves, your race leader by over 9 seconds from Neil Fowler, we just saw in the red 86 car. Here comes Ian Pryor as well, out on his own in 3rd place. A bit lonely for Neil and Ian, isn't it, this race, I have to say. And quite a gap striking up between Young and Samuels. I'm quite interested to see this battle for Young and Samuels. They're different classes. Young in Class C, Samuels in the Invitational class, but look at them, very, very close indeed. So Samuels behind in the green is in the Invitational class. Young, your Class C leader, and going very well indeed. Here is Jim Bryan, who's also Class C, who might think, hang on, if those two are having a bit of a battle ahead, there might be a class win to pick up somewhere along the line. There goes Wells through the car. Oh dear. Scott going well as well in Class B. Big grid here today, isn't it? We had 28 start qualifying. We don't have 28 on track now, unfortunately. But I'm pleased to say we dropped down to 23. I'm pleased to say we're back up to 24 now because James Wheeler is back out on track. With just over 3.5 minutes of this race left to go. Not that long left, is there? There's more cars up here. It's going to be stream after stream. Let's pan down. There you go, onto the Wellington Straight, as you can see. And here they come. Linfield. We've got McAngus there as well, and it doesn't look like Raymond has got past. No, it wasn't Raymond. I'm trying to see who that is, actually. That's not Cripps back out, is it? It's certainly not. There is Ollie Neves, your race leader, and barring a mechanical failure, he will pick up the spoils. There's Luff and Lillington. They've been having a good tussle as well. Here comes Neil Fowler, just getting past Luff. So it was Tinkler, wasn't it? And Lillington having a good go. That's Luff just been lapped by Neil Fowler there. Here comes Ian Pryor as well. He's just lapped, again, James Wheeler, James Wheeler sounds like he's going a little bit slow once again. I can say after qualifying, we're going to go back, set up, get into the paddock and find out exactly what has happened to a number of the cars here today. We'll go chat to James and Johnny Wheeler once again. We'll speak to both of them actually in the assembly area after qualifying. Both of them feeling very, very bullish indeed. We've got a couple of cars just coming down now, and this is the battle that we like, isn't it? This is between Young and Samuels, different classes, of course. Samuels in the Invitational class, but it's the most fierce on-track action we've got at the minute, and these two will want to go for it. In fact, I can tell you, the checkered flag has actually fallen. The checkered flag has fallen for Fowler and Pryor. Neves is on his final lap of the race, but with Fowler and Pryor having finished, it looks like that is a done deal. They've actually pulled this a little bit earlier, it looks like. They've caught us off guard for this race. We weren't quite ready for them to start the race. And it was Samuels who did Young literally on the line. So Samuels finished, oh no, it's changed, sorry, I apologise, it's gone back. It was a 55.313, that's how far back from the leader they were. So the gap was literally 0.2 of a second between Young and Samuels, and it is Young who's actually ended up 4th place on the track. Samuels comes home in 5th. So Neves, your race winner. Fowler in 2nd, Pryor in 3rd, Young in 4th, Samuels in 5th, Bryan in 6th, Wells in 7th, Scott in 8th, Tovey in 9th. They pulled this. They've actually fallen the checkered flag a minute or so early. I think they might not be overly joyous about that because they could have had another lap in quite comfortably, I think. But Ollie Neves is your race winner. Congratulations to Ollie Neves. Once again, he is the man to beat, and he's proven it again in the BCV8 Championship. which is going to stick around a little bit longer as the cars come around. We will give you the full classifieds as well once we've had a chance to get back and reset up, and we'll be in the BCV8 paddock as well. We'll just wait for the cars to come down and come round the pit lane. We just want to pay our respects to, here he comes, here is your race winner, Ollie Neves. His hands out off the window as well. Let's give him a wave.
Yeah, so that's a race winner
They give it as a wave as well. There's Neil Fowler coming round, he takes second place. There's Ian Pryor, he comes home in third. So let me just run through. Let's just pop. Let's just wait a second. A couple more cars coming down. Let's give them all a wave. We'll break down the classes for you as well in the next broadcast. You can see exactly who won what. It was a surprising race, wasn't it? Story really was James Wheeler and Simon Cripps unfortunately retiring from the race, but we saw a wonderful battle between Young and Samuels in the Invitational class and Class C as well. That was a great battle to watch, wasn't it? It really, really was. It's a lovely sight seeing these BCV8s come around, isn't it? Really, really is. There's Ollie Wardle coming round. Right, let's just pop up onto the screen the TSL so you can have a look at how it all finished for yourself. That was the BCV8 Championship Race 1. It was a very surprising race, wasn't it? For more than one reason, but there was no surprise as to who took the honours in Class D. Ollie Neves, your race winner. He really is getting ahead of steam in the championship. He's looking to make it back-to-back BCV8 titles. He won it in 2020, and once again, he is proving the man to beat in 2021. If we just pop that down, and that's it from us for the BCV8s for race 1. We're going to go to a break, but when we come back, we'll be in the paddock with the drivers and get some live driver reaction following the action here at Silverstone. We'll see you soon.